What's up, community? FPVosaurus Rex here, and guess what? I'm flying today. Check it out. I got my stuff. I got my modular system going. My lipo box, my Mobula 8 box, my tools and props, my goggles, my radio, 2 Crux35s, and 2 Mobula 8s. All right? And there's nowhere to fly these by me except my house. So we're gonna drive like almost an hour away, like 45 minutes to Osage Beach, and we're gonna hit some spots up there, and we're gonna see what it's like. All right, check it out. Let's go. What's up? And I've got my Mob 8 HD0 edition, and guess what I'm doing today? Some Guerrilla whooping. Check it out. A parking lot and stores. That's how you Guerrilla whoop, right? All right, well, let's give it a shot. This will probably be more like a Guerrilla whoop light, as in I'm not going to be like going in stores or flying near people. I don't know, I just don't want to do that. I just kind of want to more focus on drones. So let's just give this a start. Well, already I can see a cool cloud. All right, so this is my first time doing some kind of guerrilla stuff, really. See, let's just take a look around here. This is Osage Beach. We've got a Hy-Vee, that's our grocery store. We got a Target, we got an Old Navy, we've got Walmarts out here, a couple of fast food like McDonald's and Taco Bell, I think, and that's it. We really don't have a lot of fast food out here, and that's why I'm losing a lot of weight. Since I've moved out here, I've lost like 20 pounds, and that's because of the unavailability of junk food. Yeah, so believe it or not, you want to lose weight, move somewhere where you can't buy junk food. At my old place, there was a McDonald's like literally 2 blocks away, and you didn't have to cross a busy street. So I could literally just drive there and get a chocolate shake in minutes. And that was one of my problems. So now I'm doing a little bit better with that because I can't do it. Also, been saving a little bit of money too. Why or how? Because there's nothing to get on Uber Eats. There's Chili's and Pizza Hut. So we've just been cooking. So we've been saving money and losing weight from this new move. All right, well, I don't know if this was a Guerrilla whoop, but it was like a parking lot whoop. Hold on, let me see if I can Trippy spin this. Tiny whoop Trippy spin. I don't know about that. Yikes. All right, let's see if I can land in my car. Let's give this a shot. Ooh, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Oh, I landed on top of it. I tried to throw it into the door. Landed on top of it. All right, next stop around here, Osage Beach, Lake of the Ozarks, is this movie theater. It's totally empty parking lot. Now, I'm gonna do this because there's no people or vehicles here at all. so I can't hurt anybody, I can't break anything. The only thing I could do is probably get kicked out for parking on private property or loitering or something, I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm trying my Crux35 for the first time. Full disclosure, I actually tried to do a first video yesterday, but I was troubleshooting the whole time, and it would have just been a horrible video of me just troubleshooting. So I got it figured out now. Now I'm going to take it for its first maiden freestyle flight. Let's see how it goes. Maiden flight, mostly. Let's rock. Okay, I normally don't fly parking lots because I'm afraid of concrete. Because when I first started freestyling, oh yeah, that's right, angle mode. Okay, now we're in acro mode. All right, this feels really good. I've been flying this drone in the simulator since I moved out here for like 3 months, and I haven't gotten the chance to actually fly it yet because of a lot of factors, including time and figuring the system out. I don't understand this HD0 system yet well enough. Oh, look at that. Trippy spin. Well, it's a lot easier to do trippy spins on this than it is on tiny whoops. Look at that. Not bad, dude. Not bad, folks. Whoa, look at that. I just hit a tree and I recovered. Yeah, I like this drone a lot. It's because I used to fly 5-inch drones, and then I just can't find anywhere out here to fly them, like freestyle like this. So it's nice getting something that's a little smaller and just not such a disturbance. Because I feel like the 5-inch drones, you like have to find a spot to do that without people. Ooh, I just see, that's my problem with trippy spins, is scraping the ground. Oh, yeah. So I can do trippy spins really well in the sim, but when it's come to real life, I don't know. I think there's just factors that the sim isn't putting in there, like wind gusts and other things. Well, I just had 2 impacts and the drone is still flying, one in a tree and one against the light pole, and I like that. One thing I do like about the tiny whoop is I can smack into something and then keep flying right afterwards. This Crux35 looks very fragile, so I'm kind of afraid that it's just gonna break every time I hit something, but actually it looks like it's doing pretty well. I've had 2 hits and it's still going. That's awesome. This does feel a little different in the sim, in that in the sim it feels like you can punch further, there we go, further back. Maybe it's just the angle just feels a little different. See, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I'm trying to do some power loops. All right, well, I love this. This drone is awesome. Let's try another trippy. Ugh. Those are hard, man. Those are hard IRL. Maybe this one will be easier. Maybe this pulls easier to trippy spin than that one. Nope. One thing I was afraid about starting is a Crux35 is the fact that it was a 4S. I liked my powerful 6S 5-inch drone. But actually this thing, you can just pop this thing out of a bad situation pretty easy. So yeah. Whoa. All right, let's see. I still have battery left. I'm running a 550 milliamp hour. Whoa. Jeez. Third impact, first flight, still going. On concrete. I don't remember what I was saying. Anyway, oh yeah, I'm using a 550 milliamp hour battery. So this thing has got a long flight time. Well, I think I'm going to bring it in. This drone is awesome, and I think I'm going to be bringing some awesome stuff to the channel with this drone, guys. All right. That's flight number 2 for my day out in town. Thanks for watching. I don't know where to land this thing because you can't land it anywhere. The battery's sticking out on the bottom, so I just drop it in the grass. Okay, I've been driving around and exploring the area, and check it out. I found a playground, baseball fields, and soccer fields, and a bark park. But I'm not going to fly my drone in the bark park. I don't want to get in a fight with a dog. All right, well, we're going to hit this spot with the Crux35, and I think I'll be able to lock in a trippy spin on these taller lights here. So we're going to give that a try. Trippy spin time on the tall lights. If that's successful, then we're going to move over to the playground and see what we can do over there. All right, let's get it done. I don't need to be giddy. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, angle mode again. I got to get used to that. Oh, I just tapped that thing. Okay, let's try a trippy spin. Jeez, hard to get that thing started. Oh, almost hit that again. Yeah. This is much harder in real life to get it locked in. Is that it? Yeah, there we go, kinda. Alright, well, I think that was a kind of a trippy spin. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Alright, here's a playground. This is one of my first times whooping a playground, actually. So let's just see what's up. I don't even know this playground yet. Whoa. Yeah, so it looks like I have a lot to get used to with this Crux. Whoa. Ooh, another slam. It's probably a better idea to bring my tiny whoop in here. I don't know why I'm bringing a Crux in here. It's probably not a great idea. Next time I'll do a playground with my tiny. See these trees over here. Got some woods. Can do some big dives. Woo, big dive. Alright, let's do another trippy. Let's try another trippy. Oh, that was a bad start. Let's try again. Ooh, the altitude changes. Whoa. Wow. This thing can recover from impacts. That's the fourth impact today. No major crashes. Nothing broken. That's pretty cool. I just got to get used to the recovering and not hitting something. Because the throttle, that feels different on all drones, is that that final punch right before you hit out, like boom, like that. Yeah, see, this one is a 4S, so I can't expect it to be as strong as my 5-inch drone. Whoa, that was a risky one. All right, well, it looks like I have more work to do with in real life trippy spins. And it looks like this playground is kind of, this drone might be a little big for this playground. I don't know. What do you guys whoop playgrounds with? Tiny whoops? Anyone do whoop little playgrounds like this with their 5-inch? Let me know. Because this spot seems kind of small for a 5-inch. And it actually feels kind of small for this Crux35. Ooh. All right. Hey, what's up? I'm hanging out in my drone corner over here. Boom, look at this thing. That's awesome. Anyway, so let's review what we did today. We first flew the Mobula 8. Where's that thing? Right here. Boom. I love this thing, okay? It flies like a bigger, heavier drone, and that's why I like it. So I like momentum-based stuff. Also, I have a question. I have a problem. I'm not a big tiny whoop guy. I'm just getting into it. I have a problem with these props sliding on the motor. I mean, I've cleaned it all off with alcohol. I use that blue tack. And it's just, they keep sliding. So I don't know what's up. They're hard to pull off. But in some cases, I can turn them like this on the motor, but I can't pull it off. So I don't know if it's like turning this axle or whatever this is in here, or piston. I don't know what it's called. The rod that goes through the center of the motor. I don't know what's up with that. If you guys know how to fix that, let me know. Because that's the most difficulty I'm having with my tiny whoops is these motors and these props just spinning when I'm slamming the throttle, as kind of like you're peeling out. You know, the rod in the middle, seems like it moves faster than it moves the blades, which you can feel it when you hit the throttle too, because the drone just kind of just goes to the side or something. So if you know what's up with that and you know how to fix it, let me know, because I want to get into this stuff because I like it. All right, second, we flew the Crux35. This drone is awesome. Let me tell you why. I'm using a 750 milliamp battery, and it's totally fine. And this is a 4S with an XT30 connector. This is small and light. This battery is like the max size that they recommend with this. And I can get long flights out of this thing. So this Crux is pretty cool. One thing that I was troubleshooting yesterday was the camera focus. It took me so long because I had to turn like the goggles on and off and the drone on and off. I was getting too hot. So it was just a lot of work. But now that I got it all dialed in, a couple things I'd like to say. Oh, look, my stack's loose. That's cool. Guess I'm gonna have to fix that. Couple things I want to say about this. I was very surprised that it took as many hits as it did because it looks very fragile. But then again, it's not very heavy and I'm not going like super fast. So I think I was okay because just the weight of it. The only thing that I think is weird about it is the way that, let me kind of show you what I mean. If you have a Crux35, you know. If you don't have a Crux35, then let me show you. This battery strap is it's kind of a pain. It's hard to get it really tight. But the thing is this is the bottom. This is where you set it down on the strap. So I got to make some kind of like holder for it or get some kind of cup. Set it in the cup. Because I've just been balancing it on this. And landing, I mean, I just been dumping it in the grass or on a bush. Because I don't know where to land this thing. Because I'm not landing it on the concrete. Because it's not going to land on its, you know, like a 5-inch does. So what do you guys do with takeoffs and landings for your Crux35s? Let me know. Thank you. Hey, it was a great day. I'll see you guys next time.